Take time to understand what you want to do. Okay. But once you know that this is what you are best at, do not have plan A, B, or C. Put your plan A, B, C, the same thing. Keep doing it, fail, do it again, fail, do it again, fail, do it again, and eventually you will become the master of it. So this is what I always tell everybody that burn the boats when you come, but till don't burn the boat until you find your right place. But once you found your place, you know that this is what you have to do. Burn the boats. Then there is no looking back.
What's up, guys? We're here. We got another episode of the Discipline Legacy podcast. I got the pleasure of this young man, Sheraz Khan, reaching out to me this week with interest in being a guest on the Discipline Legacy podcast. We've kind of hit it off a little bit so far, I see what he's got going on. He's in Dubai, so UAE over there. Super awesome story so far. The little bit I've got to chat with you, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to hear your story, hear what you got going on. Thanks again for coming.
Thank you, Jonathan, for having me. It's my pleasure.
It's definitely something new. Like, meeting people. I've done a few podcasts with folks that are in other countries, and it's kind of eye opening for me. I haven't done a whole lot of traveling, mostly South America and kind of like the Caribbean and stuff like that. But I'm interested in other cultures, other things, the way that things are done in other countries, and so far the conversation we had, I'm very interested in Dubai and excited that we get to showcase your story and showcase a little bit about what goes on where you live. And start at the beginning, man. Start from where you're from. If you're from there, let us know a little bit about your childhood, how you grew up, and how you got to where you are today.
So I'll start with with few things. Of course, what you mentioned about the culture and how you like to know about different diversity of the culture. Brother, Dubai is known for that. If I tell you that 191 nations live in this place with harmony and peace, you'll be surprised to know. And the law and order is insane. Safety security is insane. And this is one of the many things which makes Dubai what it is today. And how I started and how I came here. Basically, I grew up in Dubai. My dad used to be living here, and I've seen Dubai growing. I've seen Dubai from nowhere to where it is today.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I kind of have watched it too. I'm in the civil construction game, heavy civil construction game, and really everything that you can look at, on a worldwide platform of kind of setting the standard and setting the bar pretty high for construction and has came from Dubai in the last 10, 15 years. So that's definitely interesting. I've watched a lot of shows about it. If you watch that happen, talk a little bit about that. Tell me how. I mean, maybe that's how you decided to get into real estate.
See, real estate has always been fascinating industry for me. Of course, because especially when you are in a growing country, you are in a place which grew up to what level it is in just no time, right? So it's very inspiring. And what we have seen, see, I can define Dubai with one single word, which is called speed. And how I define is it nowhere in the world. I've traveled almost half of the world, and I've seen how people live over there and how leadership is, how government is. I'm not saying anything is wrong over there, but Dubai is standing out. Dubai is fast. If they decide something today, they do it very quick, and they always follow the plan. Like if we were back in 2010, Dubai was planning ahead of 15 years. Now Dubai is planning for another next 15 years. So Dubai is always planning, and of course, when they plan, they deliver. And if I tell you, as of now, Dubai is having two plans. One is Plan 2033, and one is Plan 2040. And as of today, we are 2.5 years ahead of the time.
Wow.
You know, yeah. So there's another thing which I've seen. So there's a kingdom in Dubai, right? It's not a democracy. So what happens is this is the first thing I've seen after traveling so many countries in the world. The leadership in Dubai is loved, is prayed, is praised every single day.
Yeah. And everybody's on the same team. I mean, you might have a few
Absolutely.
divisions or whatever. People don't believe in certain things, but you know, I don't really like to get into political stuff about for here because you know I'm more of a spiritual being, you know, and I believe that that you know God is taking care of everything. So, but you know what's going on here is just division, man. It's like you know we're even if you don't like the same football team, it's like you can't these people can't get along, you know, and it's like I can get along with anybody, and that's kind of like the message I want to spread with my platform that I'm on. Is it like you know, don't matter where you are, what you do, what color, race, creed, religion, any of that. Like we can all get along. So
Absolutely. So what you just said is I would define is this thing as acceptance, right? So there's something very interesting. You would love to hear that. So Dubai comes up with something new for every year. Like last year was the year of patience, right? This year is the year of acceptance. So we dedicate a name of the year and we follow that. And as I mentioned earlier about the government, about the leadership and everything. And you mentioning about the spiritualness, see the diversification in Dubai is insane. I mean, Dubai is in UAE, and UAE is an Islamic country, right? But having said that, 191 nations living in this place, of course, different cultures, different religions, and everything. Dubai has acceptance for everybody. Nobody is harming anyone. Safety security is on another level. I mean, you won't see anywhere in the world 100 cars are being stopped by one cop just standing in front. You know, it's not just fear; it's respect.
right. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. So for you watching everything grow and kind of moving in the direction that you've been in, I mean, what kind of was your drive? What kind of was your driving force? I mean, obviously, if you seem to be doing very well for yourself now, I mean that had to have taken some level of discipline. Was that something that was bred into you from your family? Something you kind of grew with over time, or
See, I had my family had no connection with real estate, to be honest. We come from very humble background. My dad used to be working here in Dubai. But how I got interested in this is by looking at how fast Dubai is growing and how fascinating everything is. I mean, whatever they do with a plan. Everything has a division and everything is divided very, very well. I mean, the districts in Dubai are actually districts. I mean, if you look at a district where a financial hub is being considered, there won't be anything else apart from being financial hub. So this was very fascinating for me. On the top, of course, the construction and the monumental buildings, what they came up with, signature buildings, is insane. I'm sure you would have seen a lot of things. You would have seen the tallest building in the world. You would have seen Palm Jumeirah. I mean, if I just talk about Palm, it's one of the projects which is unofficially called Eighth Wonder of the World, and you can see that from the moon as well. So they have something popped out of the sea, and it's in the shape of tree, and it's just not one. They are two.
yeah. No, it's very interesting for sure, and obviously, just the little bit of that I have kind of done research on and watching like the construction industry because, like I said, that's what I do, and moving millions and millions of cubic yards of fill and different materials and rock to kind of build that foundation. That has was something very interesting to see and watch it flourish into what it is, and I'm excited, man, that you and I met because, like I said, I mean, it's something that's kind of been on my heart for was to travel to Dubai and to actually have someone there that I know now is helpful. But
It's been quite a while. I heard someone said to me that they have never been to Dubai. Usually, Dubai is always in the plan, and I would love to host you in Dubai. I would love to show you around what Dubai is doing. Plus, another thing which I tell you, see, Dubai loves to do everything bigger, everything biggest. So the tallest tower in the world is in Dubai. Plus, if I tell you that there is another tower which is on the way, is going to cross that as well, and that too is in Dubai.
yeah, what so you talked about like a 15-year plan. Talk about that. What you know of it anyway? Is that involving expansion? Is it going to be like suburbs or is it just going to continue to be a large city?
Yeah. So see, Dubai history is very interesting. So Dubai was not a oil driven economy. Dubai was always economy which is based on collectibles or pearls and stuff like that. However, Abu Dhabi used to be an economy which was oil driven, but now dynamics are absolutely changed. And then, tourism came inside. A lot of hype we have seen in the tourism industry, and then not even tourism. Now, if I tell you, Microsoft will start from Emirates Airlines, will start from being a place which is a connecting place to entire Far East, Middle East, and everywhere. That is Dubai. I mean, anywhere you want to travel to Far East, anywhere you want to travel to Central Asia, you have to stop over, layover in Dubai. So that is another thing which came in being. And then, of course, Dubai is one of the major financial hubs in after US. It is here, and any big company, any multimedia company, you name them, they have their head office or a regional office based in Dubai. This is just the beginning. There is a lot more is happening. For example, Dubai International Financial Center, which is called DIFC. This is one of the major economy driven place over here. Now Abu Dhabi is coming up with ADGM, which is another major financial hub in UAE. So these are the small things. Now, if I tell you what is connected with it, the Plan 2040 has a lot of things in it. Number one is Dubai is almost on the verge of opening another international airport, which is going to be the biggest and busiest airport in the world, right? So the design is out, right? So by maximum 2030 to 2032, complete operations will be moved from this international airport to the biggest international airport. So they are onboarding more Boeings, they are onboarding more A380s. So you can imagine how big this is going to be. So Dubai started from north of Dubai, which was connected to Sharjah, a small area, and now Dubai coastal line is entirely done, appreciated, and touched the peak, right? And now we are connecting with south, right? So Dubai is 72-kilometer coastal line is almost completed. Now Dubai is going towards a different dimension. So Dubai is always known as a vertical hub, tallest tower in the world, tallest buildings, tallest skylines, and mega structures and all that. Skyscrapers. Now Dubai is changing the dynamics into a horizontal living, where you will see a lot of greenery, which is a little weird to understand because they are building greenery in the desert, and we can see it's happening. Now, community living is very popular, and one of the finest community livings in Dubai. You name a brand, they have their real estate in Dubai. Even first time, Bugatti made a collaboration with a developer in Dubai, and they have almost completed a tower. First Bugatti residence in the world, right?
There's one in
So this is
Miami.
one of the names. These are one of the names, and then we have Lamborghini, we have Four Seasons, we have Nobu residences. Another big thing which is happening now is a casino. So I'm sure you are based in US. You would have heard about Wayne Casino, and I'm sure you would have been there as well
Yeah.
in LA. Now Dubai, UAE is coming up with a casino which is called Wayne Casino, and this casino is a project which is two times the price of Burj Khalifa. This is
Wow.
$4 billion project, and which is about to hand over in next 7 to 8 months. So you will have one of the biggest and one of the most modern casinos in the world. On the top, we are having soon enough in 6 to 7 months we'll have flying taxis everywhere around here. You know.
How are they going to fly?
Yeah, so of course they're not going to be flying to every other building. So they will have stations. So for example, if somebody is coming to the airport, they will fly from the airport, drop them straight to the casino. So every major area, every major district will have a station where the taxis will land.
Wow. Puts a
Yeah,
we're just now getting cars with no driver, and let alone
we already have
yeah.
we already have it here.
So let alone one that picks you up and flies you around. That's awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, and I've heard some stories too. Talk about, obviously you said greenery. Isn't there like talks or it's already being done? I'm pretty sure of is where they're changing climate there, like causing rain to happen. And the is that true? Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. So there is a thing called cloud seeding, which is being part of UAE from almost half decade. We are doing it, and it's changing the climate. Before, it used to be the summer used to go around 8 months or maybe 10 months. Now the summer is reduced. A good weather goes for around 5.5, 6 months. So equal balance is coming up now.
Nice. And then
Yeah.
obviously for wintertime, I mean, you guys aren't having snow or anything, so it's still
No.
fairly uh, decent place to be year round.
Absolutely. See, a lot of places in the world, they are very extreme when it comes to weather. For example, Australia, you know about it. Canada, it's very extreme cold. But Dubai is trying to keep the balance. Another thing I'll tell you, so there is something very different coming up over here. They are trying to connect every district in UAE with a cycling track, right? So now, in 2040 plan, we have another thing which is called cycling track and climate control cycling track. So it's going to be covered with, even if it's a 50-degree outside, in that particular place, there will be maximum 25, 30 degrees.
Wow.
So, and they are trying to connect it with the entire region. So that means another mega product. And then we have rails coming up. Etihad Rail is another project which is connecting entire GCC with this part of the world, and this is another thing. Then we have more ports coming up. Currently, we have two major ports in UAE. Now we have another mega port which is Fujairah, another state of UAE. They're coming up with the biggest port over here. Yeah,
Wow. And that's
yeah.
for goods and everything. So port
Everything,
meaning,
everything.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So,
know.
so you can understand. See, the economy is not just based on oil, not just based on tourism. So they are trying to make this economy driven on every aspect of life, right? On the top, you can talk to anyone who's been in Dubai, who loves Dubai, or UAE for that matter. You will see the passion when they speak about UAE's growth. You'll understand that how passionate they are, because this is what we trust, this is what we believe, and this is what we have been seeing from a while.
No, I definitely, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely in awe of everything that I've seen over the years. So definitely want to get it on the bucket list here soon to make a trip out there. I have a few friends that work and live in Miami, and one guy, he's like, I'm moving there, so he's already got like a condo, and he's been going back and forth and traveling. What is the market like there for real estate? Is it similar to the United States or areas of the United States as far as pricing goes, or is it higher? Um,
If you compare Dubai with, let's compare with all the metropolitan cities or major cities in the world. If you compare Dubai real estate with Singapore, USA, London, even India, Mumbai, Dubai per square foot price is still the lowest. Even Europe, if for that matter. I've been to Paris as well. So if you compare what you get for $1 million, the size of the property you get is the biggest in UAE than anywhere else.
wow.
Okay, this is number one factor. Secondly, see, if you talk about London, London is thousands of year old city, right? US, let's talk about US is almost 400-500 year old place, right? So see what Dubai has done. Dubai has learned from entire world, okay, and they have tried to discipline and maintain the city in a way that everything is organized. That's the reason I was telling you initially as well, that Dubai goes with the plan. So everything is planned. So even if I'll give an example. So there's a highway which is called Sheikh Zayed Road. It used to be 8-lane highway, okay, 4 years back. But they had in their mind that there will come a time when the population will be increased. So when that road was made, the population used to be under 1 million. Okay, today the population is 4.2 million. So they knew that there will be a need of an hour that we need to extend the road.
Right.
Now the road is expanded to 15 lane. You understand?
Yeah.
So because that was in the plan, it happened. Also, when we talk about Dubai real estate particularly, Dubai real estate has crazy amount of potential with, of course, the chain of events gonna follow in future. You will see that every event will give a boost to the prices in Dubai, right? Also, we are expecting the population to touch at least 8 million within the next 4 years, right? So, of course, more people come, you need more properties, understand? So this is where Dubai is heading now. Dubai is, if I give an example of coastal line, for example, coastal line of Dubai is was started from under 1,000 dirham per square foot, and today the coastal line of Dubai is touching 8,000 dirham per square foot. You know, so this is where the growth come.
Yeah.
Also, there are particular more areas. For example, we are very much focused on Expo City. So this is where we conducted Expo 2020, which held in 2021 because of COVID. So that site of exhibition is turned into a very beautiful community. Now, the plan which Dubai is coming up with is currently Dubai hosts somewhere around 370 exhibitions a year. Now they are going bigger. Now Dubai will host somewhere around 700 exhibitions a year. That means more footfall, and that area will be gateway to Dubai. It's close to New International Airport. You exit the airport, and you have everything going around that area. New metro lines are coming up. New rail is coming up. There are more projects like Dubai Loop, which is going to connect you with the areas through a tunnel where there will be no speed limit.
Wow. What does it look like for somebody that's not from Dubai as far as becoming either a citizen or a resident there, like if they wanted to move there?
Yeah, so see, Dubai comes up with new events all the time. So there was a scheme which is called Golden Visa. So this scheme was announced almost 5 years back. So it started with 15 million dirham property, and then they relaxed in their terms. And then they today, if you own a property worth 2 million dirhams, let it be an off-plan property, under construction property, doesn't matter. Let it be a ready property, doesn't matter. You will be getting a golden visa for you and your entire family. So you will be having a 10-year visa in Dubai, with which you can obviously get your bank account sorted, get your education sorted, get your medical sorted. Everything is sorted over here.
Wow. So they make it easier
Yeah.
for people to migrate there.
Absolutely. On the top, see, Dubai is always a secure place when it comes to offline. I have sold properties to someone who has never been to Dubai. Like you've never been to Dubai, just by uh, making you believe in few things and making you understand the concept. For example, you're buying an off-plan property in Dubai, which doesn't happen anywhere in the world. So there is a developer, there is a buyer, right? In the middle, there is a government, right? So what government does is they for every project they give you an escrow account. If you don't have escrow account in place, you cannot sell the property. So if you're buying an under construction property, your amount goes to escrow account and it stays there till the property is handed over and given to you.
And then as far as like let's say I wanted to get with you and say, "Hey man, I want to find a property. I have this budget. I live in America." You know, I would be able how does that process work? Like if it would be like a sight unseen, would you guys like walk people through the properties or you know, how does that whole process work?
Yeah. So Dubai process is the fastest process in the world. How it works is very simple. That most of the things we have, if it's an under construction property, we have renders for everything. We have 360 walkthroughs for everything. So first we go ahead and understand you. After that, what we do is we go ahead and check the renders, check the brochures of the property, and then what we do is, of course, we go to on site, okay, and then from there we make you understand exactly which location it is. Dubai is very simple to understand, right? So we go to the site, we tell you this is your project over here, and these are the events going to happen around this area. This is what is going to boost the price in this coming year, and after that, we of course then we go to the technical part. We go ahead and we check the layouts, and once we understand that this is the layout which is you need, And then very simple. We send you a SPA document, and even SPA is everything is online. Everything is DocuSign, which takes 5 minutes to do it. You don't have to come to Dubai for that. So we do everything. Your SPA is signed. We register within a week's time, and you receive a pre-title deed. Okay, within next week. And after once you receive the pre-title deed, you are eligible to open your bank account, get your golden visas, and etc.
Okay.
So as simple as that. Yeah.
And then, I mean, is it similar to the market in the United States where like you guys have a credit system, and then obviously you we would get if there's lending involved, or is it a cash only market? How does it work?
Yeah, so we have different things over here. Since Dubai is still a growing market, mortgages are available, but a lot of people they prefer to take a payment plan from the developer because see, of course, we know eventually the price is going to appreciate, right? Because you're buying an under construction property and the area is developing as well. So of course, every event will give you some gain. So people prefer to take a property which is off plan, which is under construction, and then they pay rather than going to the bank and asking them to lend the money and they pay interest. So you take interest-free payment plan from the developer, right? You don't
Nice.
pay any interest. It can stretch up to 8, 10 years as well. Some developers, and common grounds is somewhere around 4 to 5 years payment plan, which is very flexible. So most of the people they prefer that. And the second option, what we have is you take a property where you are paying during construction, and your payments are linked with the construction, of course. And on the handover, you have your 50% or 40% lump sum, which can easily go to the bank mortgage. And mortgages in Dubai are very flexible. Even the rates over here, interest rates are one of the best, somewhere around 2.9% to 4% per annum, which is very flexible compared to many other countries.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds
Yeah,
awesome. And then as far
yeah.
as like the cities, I guess kind of layout, like you said, they have their districts are planned. They're kind of precise on what's happened in each of these districts, and so like obviously you have like a higher end area, you have kind of a middle class area, you kind of have the workforce area. Is that kind of how it is there? Or?
Absolutely, absolutely. So we do have. So what? How do we define is we have high-end areas where we have, for example, Palm Jumeirah is one of the high-end areas in Dubai, right? Of course, the elite prefers to live over there because we have beach with almost every property and the beautiful sandy beaches in Dubai, right? So those are considered the elite areas. Then we have affordable luxury, then we have affordable areas, and after that we have some areas which are not freehold. So what happens is, if I give you a ratio, in Dubai, in UAE, the expats are 90% and the locals are 10%, right? To give power to the locals, to Emiratis, there are certain areas which are dedicated to them. For example, Jumeirah, which is one of the popular areas in Dubai, Jumeirah 1, 2, and 3. These areas are purely local areas where expats cannot buy. We cannot buy. So there are some divisions for those areas as well. Now, when it comes to commercial, of course, everything is going to be divided very well. The already division is started. For example, your warehouses, your industrial communities and everything are towards the south side of Dubai, where the ports are, right? And then we have a silicon oasis, which is more connected with the IT hub. Then we have financial center, which is connected with the banks and all the financial hubs in Dubai. Then we have downtown areas. Then we have other districts, around that, like Expo City, which is an exhibition district. So of course, Dubai has been segregated with all kind of districts.
Smart, man. Super smart. Uh, so far, man, everything sounds amazing. Everything sounds awesome. How is it with business over there? How is it? I'm in land development. I'm in site work, construction.
Mm,
So I deal with like
mm,
dirt, underground
mm,
utilities.
mm.
Obviously there's no trees there to clear, but how if I wanted to come there and start a site development company, would that be possible for someone that doesn't live in that country or isn't a resident?
No, no, absolutely. Why not? See, I have a little bit background from consultation company. construction consultation company. So how it works in Dubai is that, for example, I want to start a construction. First of all, I'm gonna reach out to a brokerage firm like I have. I will source a plot which will be required, of course, which is in your budget, which you want to acquire. We acquire a plot for you. Okay. After that, we fetch a consultant. Okay, we hire a consultant. Then consultant is representing a client. For example, you want to develop, you will be represented by a consultant, and consultant will give you 10 to 15 options of different kind of contractors, right? So contractors will be acquired by the consultant and the owner. And this is how things work, that everything is very transparent. Then, of course, you have subcontractors, MEP contractors, you have civil contractors, you have different divisions, right? For different things, for example, glass subcontractors, doors, woodwork, different things. So this is how you source the construction in Dubai.
And then what about if somebody, wanted to come there and start a construction company or start a business, any type of business? I mean, if anything, it would be like the biggest thing now is like e-commerce of any type, coaching, mentorship, stuff like that, where you can work stationary, remotely. And how would that work with, being able to start a business there? How walk me through that process?
Yeah. So there are two divisions of businesses in Dubai as well. One is free zone, where you will not be taxed. Okay, there won't be any tax, nothing. So you will be having a free zone license, and then there will be another license which is LLC. Okay, so you will be sole owner. You don't need anyone to accompany you in your license or something. You can be the 100% owner of your own company. Very simple. Remotely, staying wherever you are, you can provide few documentations and you can start your business in Dubai. You can get your license done sitting anywhere in the world. As simple as that, right? So free zones are different. Free zones, you don't need to have your big offices or something. You can even go ahead with the business centers which are provided by the government, right? And for mainland, where you will have your LLC companies and all that, you can do anything with that. You can, and then there is another license. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. There's another license which is the financial license, which is usually being issued to the banks and financial firms, which is DIFC license, right? If you want to start your coaching, very simple. There is no hurdle. You sitting over there, you get your license before you come to Dubai within a day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
if
after that, of course, once you get your license done, then it's a very simple process of opening your bank account. Again, it takes remotely. You can do that as well. Your corporate account will be open. Very simple. Very less documents. It's no hassle. Nothing.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to move, man. I'm ready to book my flight.
Most welcome. See, Dubai. I'll tell you. Uh, since I traveled a lot of places, I figured out one thing. Dubai lifestyle is very addictive. Okay. I'll sum up in very few words. I don't remember when was the last time I've been to a grocery shop or a supermarket. Whatever we need, we order at home.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember when was the last time I went to a petrol station. So what we do is we have an app. We put the car number and all, and when I get up in the morning, the fuel tank is full. Right?
Wow.
I don't remember when I went to the garage as well. So they are someone. They come for the small, maintenance and all. They come home and they do it. If a car has to be taken, they come and take the car. So Dubai basically has spoiled us in every way, right? So we go anywhere in the world, we have to do everything by ourselves. Most of the things. Of course, there are some features as well, but most of the things has to be done by ourselves. Also, everything is on mobile. Everything. Even if I want to sell my property, so it's very simple. I'm gonna get a link by the government, which I'm gonna accept after reading all the clause, and within half an hour, my property will be sold out and the title deed will be transferred.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So and it helps the economy all the way around too. It helps everybody because even the service providers that are doing those things are being Everybody's working. Everybody's doing something. Everybody has something to do.
Absolutely. See, when we started this interview, I told you one thing that Dubai is defined by one word, that is fast.
Yeah.
So not just the growth is fast, everything is fast. The lifestyle is very fast. Sometimes you need to take a break to slow down. Even to do that, so Dubai has managed to build a lot of resorts. So Dubai, basically UAE is united by 7 states. Okay, Dubai is the most popular one. Everybody in the world knows about it. But the capital is Abu Dhabi, right? And if I tell you what is going on in Abu Dhabi, you will be shocked because last month Disneyland was announced, which is coming in Abu Dhabi,
Wow.
right? It's a big thing for this part of the world. Then there is a project, an attraction in LA, I guess. It's Spear, right? This big
Yeah.
round, yeah, that is also announced in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi. Then we have Louvre already operational. Every year we have Formula One, we have Ferrari World, we have cultural district where we have all kind of brands, golf courses, whatnot. I mean, you name it. It's basically any luxury in the world. You name it, it's there. You know. And now
Mansuri's
we are
there,
having
right?
another. Yeah, Mansur is there. Now
Yeah.
we're having casino. See, this casino, I'm telling you, it's going to be the most advanced and most, it's the biggest casino in the world, by the way.
They're not going to let people smoke cigarettes in there, are they?
Why not?
I'm just asking. That's the one thing I know about the casinos here is you walk in and it's you get hit in the face with smoke. And one of the things that I think the shift that's happening in America, or maybe it's South Florida, I don't know, but there's been a lot less people who are drinking and smoking and really taking care of their body. Like health and wellness is a big deal, and I would assume there as well. But
Absolutely.
it's becoming it's a shift. So
Yeah, yeah. See, Dubai has, I'll tell you, as I told you earlier. So I'll give you a very small example. I'm Muslim, right? So we have a month called Ramadan,
hmm
where we fast, right? And of course, we stay away from every kind of alcohol, cigarettes, and everything. Basically, we try to this. That is a month of not just fasting, cleansing ourselves, right? So we practice that. But there are people who are not Muslims, right? They like to still go out and party. So Dubai is literally has tolerance and has acceptance for everybody that they tell you that this is your way because you are observing Ramadan. This is your way. Go to mosque, pray. This is your way. You want to go party. This is your way. Go. Nobody stops
no
no one.
judgment.
Everything is no judgment. Everything is so well organized and disciplined. Now, if we talk about smoking and non-smoking, this casino is so big. Literally, it's so big that you will have zones where you will have non-smoking zones. You will have zones which are smoking zones. So it's entirely up to you wherever you're feeling comfortable. Like we have cigar lounges, and then we have something which is just a lounge where you can't smoke. So options are given. It's just your choice what you like to choose.
What about one of the biggest things for sure that obviously being an American and I think other countries in Europe uh, talk about there's no taxes there, correct? Is that am I right in saying that, or is taxes?
Okay, okay. I'll tell you about very good question because this is something which is the biggest attraction in Dubai, and because of that thing, entire Europe is moved to Dubai after COVID. So see, taxation. There is no income tax. There is no property tax. There is no road tax. There is no property gain tax. There are only two taxes in Dubai, in UAE. Number one is VAT, which is value added tax, which is 5%. Okay. Then we have a corporate tax. Now I'll tell you both these taxes. If you have a business and you are earning more than 400,000 dirhams, which is $150,000 approximately, that's when you will have to pay value added tax VAT, which is 5%. Now there is another thing which is called corporate tax that entirely on the corporations who are doing business above 1 million dirham. Okay, they will be on profit, not on the gross profit, net profit. that's when you will be paying 9% corporate tax. Still, if you compare that with the entire world, I mean, 9% corporate tax for a firm which is doing billions, it's nothing. No income tax, no property tax, no road taxes, nothing. Rest everything is just as it is.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
I got clarification on that for sure. And then talk about the one of the big things that I know. I'm a car guy, right? So one of the things here in South Florida, we love cars. We love Porsche, Ferrari. Everything that has to do with cars. We have Formula One here as well in Miami, and right now where I live in Port St. Lucie, Florida, we are building a Formula One racetrack out west here.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
it's talk about that. Talk about the scene there because I've only heard stories that, but there's guys driving around in their Bugattis that have like tigers in the passenger seat with them, and how is that car scene out there? Obviously, Formula One's there, Mansory's there. Talk about that part of the lifestyle.
Of course, of course. See, cars are part of the culture in Dubai, right? So G wagon is basically the signature car in Dubai. Most of the people have it. It's just an example, of course, I'm telling you, but Dubai is a place where whole world comes to experience the cars, the luxury, and of course the modifications of the cars in Dubai is insane. You have Mansouri, you have Brabus, whatnot. So car game is very strong. Bugattis, I think Dubai has one of the most Bugattis in the world, probably not the only one of the. So yeah. See, every house has one or two luxury cars here. Even my colleagues, all of my colleagues, they drive luxury cars. So luxury cars are very common in Dubai.
Yeah,
What do you drive, by the way?
I have a well for work. I have a 2026 F350 Ford
Raptor.
big truck. No, it's not a Raptor. It's diesel. But
Mm.
it's lifted, and we did quite a lot to it for marketing. And then I have a
It suits you as
911.
well.
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm a
Yeah.
Florida boy. I'm
Uh,
been in the woods, going and
uh,
playing in the mud.
uh.
And then I have a 911 Carrera, but souped
Oh
up.
wow, I like
Yeah,
that.
a lot of modifications. But one of the things that I've learned, because up until a few years ago, for me, I had a past and a history of drug addiction and kind of struggled for a big portion of my life. And basically the past 8 years, I've been drug free and been able to transform my life and change the way I look, everything. So I was overweight, all that. And so I never really had money my whole life. So I'm starting to get into the networking scene with these people, and if you have a certain vehicle, or if you can participate with the higher class folks. And being in land development, it's kind of a. I treat people different, man. Everybody's a human being, so like I think some of these people who have lots of money and they're billionaires, like people talk to them and like they bow down to them and stuff. But I just talk to everybody like they're a normal human being, and I think that's why I get a lot of respect and why people want to work with me.
Very inspiring. Very inspiring. Especially your chapter of life, which was addiction, and you got out of it. It's something which needs courage, and I really give it up to you. Very nice, very nice, very good job,
Thank you,
good
man.
job,
Thank you.
good job.
Is that a similar kind of outlook there? I mean, if you were to be in
No.
the car scene, you can kind of they have the you participate in events and network with higher class people, so you're going to be able to do business with that kind of people. And most folks in the car game are good people. You know what I mean? They're nice. I'm not out to get you, so that's all.
See, compared to US, Dubai is very small. UAE is very small compared to US. US is huge, but yes, there are communities over here, and of course, see, because it's a desert place, right? So we have something very different here. We have more of Nissan Patrols and Raptors and big trucks. So they go in the desert. So we have desert gangs. So even I'm a part of one of the desert group. So what we do is we every Saturday or depends on the weather. Sometimes we go at night rides. Sometimes we go for the day. Right nowadays it's night because it's hot. So sometimes we stay a whole night in the desert and we come in the morning. right? So different, whatever your interest is. Again, you have desert game on completely. We have an event which happens in Abu Dhabi. It's called Liwa, one of the biggest desert events in the world, right? So everybody brings their the best modified 4x4s, and they do this, dune bashings and all that. So this is one of the things in UAE. Then, of course, we have groups, of course, depend on what car you own. Lamborghini has different groups. 911 has different group. Of course, so we have groups as well. On the top, we have another solid game here for bikes because the tracks, the roads, insane,
Yeah.
amazing, right? So the best for the bike riders, right? So we have very good controlled Harleys and then BMs and all that. Everything is happening because people are living their life here. Since I told you the life is fast, so weekends are really something very big in Dubai.
So would you say for like just an average person that wanted to migrate to Dubai and live there, what would be something that would be needed? Obviously, some sort of capital to start their life there, and what would be like the easiest thing for someone to get into to kind of be well off?
See, it depends on your lifestyle again. Dubai is a place which is no cap. I mean, it's a place where I can spend $1 million in a night. It's a place where I can, where if I want to, I can enjoy with just a dinner as well. But see, I always say this: Dubai is affordable luxury. Okay, the amount you have to pay anywhere in the world, let it be UK, let it be US, let it be Canada, Europe, wherever, you pay half of it and you enjoy a better life than that. So this is how perfectly we can define it, that it's affordable luxury. I mean, everybody can afford it, obviously, because we get a lot of people from western part of the world, and they come here. They live one of the best lives, right? They live in one of the best houses, right? So they keep upgrading their life every year because the more you live here, the more addictive you become. So the addiction of lifestyle, by the way. So another good thing is Dubai has very strict rules for drugs. Very strict. I mean, you will not find this thing anywhere across UAE.
So no drugs there or very
No
little.
drugs.
Yeah,
No. No
gotcha.
drugs. No drugs. Not little. Zero. Zero drugs. And this is another thing. See, a lot of people I've seen lately, they have been moving their families from London. And the two aspects were very clear. Three, in fact. Number one was, of course, if you are a business guy or even a high salaried guy, you have to save on your taxes. Right? There's a huge amount of tax you pay in London to live over there. The second thing which I've seen is the safety and security. You know, Dubai, when they come over here, they feel safe. Their families are safe. Even if they don't lock their houses, they have no issues, right? Because the lifestyle over here is amazing. The safety security is amazing. Number three is, of course, this thing that a lot of parents, they are struggling to control their children to do right thing. You know,
Yeah,
so this
I
is
got a
another thing
16-year-old.
yeah, yeah,
He's a
you can
pain in my
understand.
ass.
Yeah, I have 7 year old and he's been a great kid so far.
Well, talk about the vacation rental industry there. Is it existent? Is that something that they do there as far as like Airbnbs? Like could is that something that like an investment for somebody who doesn't live there? They could probably buy a house and then be able to utilize it for vacation rental or
Very much, very much. This is one of the best industries I would call it. So there are certain areas which are touristy areas. For example, Marina. Dubai Marina is one of the very popular areas here. Blue waters, where people come and they live because you get everything down there. Pubs are there, bars are there, clubs are there, beach is there. From high end to low end, wherever you want to go, it's just there. So what people do is they get small apartments, one bedrooms. Studios are not much trendy anymore, so people like to get a one bedroom apartment. They furnish it and they put in Airbnb. So the game is very solid. Airbnb is a seasonal game basically, but when you average out, people make a good amount of money.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to take that conversation further with you. To kind of look into investing myself because one of the things here is that it takes a lot of time and energy to invest, and especially with like Airbnbs and having somebody to manage the property for you properly. And it has its good areas and its bad areas, but I would think that Dubai would kind of corner the market on that, and definitely talk to you about real estate over there, and maybe looking into investing and for sure.
Surely, surely, surely. I'm happy to help you. And also, see, we spend enough time in this industry that we know do's and don'ts. What we do for ourselves, that's what we tell people to do. Because every individual in my company as well, we own our own assets, right? Even our office is not a rental office. We bought it. Just because, see, this is our base and this is our home. We are not going anywhere. We are staying here. And whatever we advise for your best, basically. Because as I told you earlier, that of course, real estate is a money driven industry initially. But then once you become a pioneer, once you spend enough time in this industry, it becomes your passion. Once it becomes your passion, you have a face value. And of course, you cannot destroy your face value. You start advising people the right thing.
Yeah.
Even though if I'm losing a business, I don't mind. It's okay. But I will advise you the best thing for yourself.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Being
Yeah,
real, being authentic.
absolutely.
100%. So with everything that you have going on in your life and everything you got that you're into nowadays, what would be one thing that you would want to leave, kind of like an impact on the world, or kind of a legacy that you would leave?
Well, it's a very right question. A good impact which I want to leave, especially which I'm preaching, whatever I can. Of course, I'm not that old where I will be preaching people everything, but my close ones is honesty. See, which is very, very, very rare in the world. You gotta be honest. You gotta start learning to say the right thing. Okay, a lot of people hesitate saying the right thing, but being honest is the best, which is very rare as well. Being real. So this is my thing, which I always say. No matter what business you do, no matter what industry you're into, you have to be honest to yourself. You have to be honest to people, and this is what is gonna carry forward.
Being a man of integrity.
Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. You should have gratitude. You should have, patience. These are the things which are required in the world, which are missing now, slowly and gradually.
Well, it's been an awesome conversation, man. Super great that I got to interview you today. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the audience?
Well, see, again, it started with the business, and we had a very detailed conversation about the business, about Dubai, about the region, and everything. But of course, see, I would like to talk about many more things. I think we should have one more session.
Let's do it, man, for sure.
We will stick this one to this because I don't want it to be very lengthy. We'll have one more session. Of course, you are a spiritual person. I am too. There will be a lot of good things we're going to discuss.
100%, man. I'm looking forward to it, and I appreciate definitely getting to learn about Dubai, and definitely we will have a part two for sure, and we're gonna stay connected,
Yes,
and yeah, I mean,
definitely.
one question I do want to say is that what, it's big for me, especially where I came from and how I grew up, to want to pour into the next generation, and kind of give as much as advice, and kind of help people from having to go through what I went through growing up. So if you could say one thing to maybe the younger crowd that would help them, maybe somebody that wants to get into real estate, or somebody that kind of wants to have a successful life, what would you say to maybe a 15 or 16-year-old kid that may be watching this?
See, 15 or 16-year-old kid who's watching this thing. See, number one is, well, so there's something very different, which I would say that in life, you have to have one thing. Take time to understand what you want to do. Okay. But once you know that this is what you are best at, do not have plan A, B, or C. Put your plan A, B, C, the same thing. Keep doing it, fail, do it again, fail, do it again, fail, do it again, and eventually you will become the master of it. So this is what I always tell everybody. that burn the boats when you come, but till don't burn the boat until you find your right place. But once you found your place, you know that this is what you have to do. Burn the boats. Then there's no looking back. Keep doing what you have to do. That's it.
That's it, man. I love it. And it takes discipline. It takes adversity, overcoming adversity. It takes failing. It takes
Without a doubt. See,
yeah,
discipline is a no-brainer. I mean, if you're not disciplined in life, if you don't know, when to start something, when to stop something, you don't know when to get up and when to do what. I mean, you can't reach anywhere. I mean, without discipline, do you think you can do anything? You can't do anything in life. Discipline is very important. Even you are the perfect example, right? If you were not disciplined, you wouldn't be achieving this in 6 7 years what you have done. I mean, it's a great achievement, and the best thing is that that part of your life which you came out of, it's inspiring. I mean, I love this, and if you were not disciplined, you wouldn't be able to do it. If I was not disciplined, I wouldn't be able to be where I am today.
yeah. It's doing the things you don't want to do, even when you don't want to do them.
100%. 100%.
Listen, man,
100%.
awesome, awesome conversation. I'm excited to be able to release this. We're looking at dropping next week, so I'll
That's good.
we're gonna stay in touch. And thank you once again.
Thanks to you for having me, and definitely we'll have one more session, little detailed one where we'll discuss few more points which we couldn't do here. And lovely connecting with you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, and stay blessed.
You too. Keep inspiring people.
Well, awesome, man. I got another one that's starting up here in a little bit, so I want to get the studio flipped around, and thank you again.